Yat Esh A Kaitlyn Johnson Yenisha Adona Nishlingo Hashkan Hadzo Nishla Torach Ini Bashishin do Torach Ini Dashiche Batani Dashinele Akot Ego Adzane Nishla Tora Najat Nisha. I am from the tribe that is located up north in the Four Corners area. I am a freshman seeking 2 degrees at the University of Arizona, majoring in public health and pre-med, while trying to receive my minor in phlebotomy. Native SOAR, or Native Student Outreach, Accessibility, and Resiliency. At the University of Arizona is a multi-generational mentorship program that allows college students to showcase their support and resources to other multicultural indigenous minority students that are creating their next steps from middle school to doctoral education. It's a program that is completely free at no cost. This program helps Native American students find more resources before entering their next stage of education. As Robin Minthorn said, while the number of Native American students on college campuses has increased over the last 50 years, this broad trend, while good news, presents a fragmented understanding of these students' participation in and access to higher education. This is why it's very important for Native American students to attend higher education. Although I did not know what Native SOAR was until I was told by fellow peers from the Native American Student Affairs Cultural Center. I chose this class because I myself will want to make a big difference in how the world and the education system looks at Indigenous students. Like what Amanda Tuccini said, because true belonging only happens when we present our authentic and perfect selves to the world, our sense of belonging can never be greater than our level of self-acceptance. This is why they deserve to be seen, heard, and to get a chance at higher education. It's important that Indigenous students get a heads up on what high school and college may be like. They need to know the endless opportunities we, as their mentors, can offer. Having multiple mentors can provide a lot of opportunities from their own stories and obstacles they achieved over time. I like the idea of mentoring students online because I myself am a very busy student and parent. The online mentoring allowed for flexibility no matter where I was at the time. At first, it was very difficult because myself and other mentors could not agree on anything for the PowerPoint, and we had a lot of disagreements that had happened. However, we came together to show the mentees the importance of Native SOAR and working together. In addition, the mentees did not talk in the beginning of the sessions, but they overcame their fear of not speaking, and the sessions have become a success. This is my first time mentoring, so it was very different from when I was a student. Before, it was mandatory to be in person. Now we can do it online, and this gives us the insight on what modern technology is like for students. Although we went over quite a bit of information and exceeded our times, the mentees still had a lot of questions. Another innovative touch to our PowerPoint presentations, and a big thanks to Deshauna, who created a QR code that helped us see the feedback of what they asked. This helped us as mentors create our PowerPoint much easier. Overall, the mentees enjoyed and took lots of notes on what to expect and gained a lot of information. I learned that it's possible and important to overcome my own goals I had already set and struggled with by asking for help. I am very stubborn, but this class has taught me to be patient, and by reading the articles provided for each sharing circle. The time Dr. Amanda Tuccini was a guest speaker for our class, she was telling us how her dreams came true, but it took over 10 years to achieve it. She said it took a lot of legwork, but she stayed consistent with multiple meetings, lots of planning, and so much communication with all the institutions she was in contact with. These readings alone have really helped me understand from someone else's perspective on higher education and why I'm very passionate about helping my Diné people back at home on the Navajo Reservation. During my participation in Native SOAR, I have learned the most indigenous traditions tie in with one another. The one thing that I found very interesting during our trip to the Paskuyaki Culture Center was how they openly invited anyone to the Tara Atam tribe to experience their tribe's history. In this instance, attendees were informed of how the Tara Atam people were picking the red berries from the saguaro cactus during each July to bring summer rain to the desert. According to the Phoenix News Times article stated, each July in an ancient derivation of traditional Native American rain dance, the Tara Atam people drink gallons of wine made from the fruit of saguaro cactus. They chug with the purpose to vomit the wine back onto the earth in an act of personal cleansing and a call for rain. They call it throwing up clouds. I am relieved to know I am not the only one who is struggling as an Indigenous student, and I am actively seeking help from my fellow peers and instructors. During these last few months, Felicia has helped me realize I am a lot stronger than I think I am, as a student, as a parent, as a mentor. With that being said, I would highly recommend Native SOAR because it can be an eye-opener to a lot of students who are looking to learn more about local Indigenous cultures as well as the various aspects behind the meaning of of native SOAR. In closing, Brian McKinley Jones Brayboy sums it up perfectly with the following. For many indigenous people, culture is rooted to lands on which they live as well as to their ancestors who lived on those lands before them. However, just as the anchor shifts and sways with changing tides and the ebbs of the flows of the ocean, culture shifts and the flows changes in context, situations, people, and purpose. Like all humans, indigenous people are shaped by their culture inheritance, and they engage in cultural production. Hag'ona do'ahihat. Yat Kaitlyn Johnson Yenisha Adona Nishling.
We're just breaking cookies over here.